FM Sport.
Yeah, so a lot of good things out of tonight, to be honest. It was weird to be on and off and felt a bit all over the show, but like you mentioned, that can happen at a World Cup. And secondly, each guy, whenever they had a role to play in the game tonight, was under immense pressure. So there's a lot of confidence. The guys that did well under the pressure today, a lot of confidence they can take now moving forward. And it's quite hard to prepare for like a 10-over game nowadays. So maybe we must go play in that league or something, and then we'll be ready for it. But it is different, and to have a little run out and see at least what it's like is I think, a big positive.
You look at what happened with Glenn showed his speed examination, but how important is a lesson like that, considering that the conditions could be different in a but just taking away what happened in the India game today when he scored 270, I suspect the World Cup pitches may not be that friendly.
Yeah, I've got no idea how they're going to play, but if it's going to be like it was today, then you sort of try bat accordingly and find a score that you can win the game with or chase down whatever is set. So I chatted to a few of the guys now. I think they played our spin really, really well tonight. It's some pretty ridiculous shots on the top of the bounce over the bowler's head. Like on a wicket like that, you sort of just off your cap and give that to them. But if it's going to spin, we back the spinners in our group, and then we also obviously back our batters to come up with a plan to do well.
Well done, Aiden, on the victory, the series victory. Well, if there's one person that knows how to win big games, it's obviously you. What do you think you've learned, and what can the team improve in the World Cup after this 3-match series? We haven't played a lot this year. What can we take out of the series, and what do we need to improve to eventually bring this cup home in a couple of weeks' time?
Yeah, I think what we can take there is obviously quite a bit of confidence. You look throughout SA20 as well, the guys have been doing really well and putting their hands up for their respective teams and winning games of cricket for their teams, which is obviously what you need at a World Cup. So guys can take that moving forward. From this series, I think role definition maybe was nicely refined for us, and guys get a much better understanding. So I think that's a big positive as well. And yeah, when you get that side, you pick a team based on conditions, and that can hopefully win you the game. So you don't want to, I mean, yes, it is a World Cup, but you don't want to blow it too much out of proportion. You've got a job at hand to do on a cricket field, and if you can get yourself in that frame of mind to do that job well, then I think we give ourselves a good chance. So we'll see what is waiting for us that side from a conditions point of view. Obviously, that's going to be a lot of the chat now, and come up with the plans from there.
Hi, congrats on the series win. You mentioned guys doing really well under pressure this evening. Jason Smith, unless he's like really managed to shield himself from outside noise and that, he must have been feeling under a bit of pressure going into the World Cup. How pleased are you with the way he batted tonight and just showing what he can do?
Yeah, it's big. Whatever is being said, and I suppose it's on the player and potentially the environment as well to make sure that he's able to block that out, because it's not the case. And we saw it tonight that it's definitely not the case. And he's a match winner with the bat when he comes off. So seen glimpses of it in the SA20 as well, where he played some really impactful knocks. And that's sort of the role that you give in a guy like that. He's going to walk in late in the innings. It's not easy to walk in and hit balls out of the park, but he's got that ability and he's got that potential, and that's exactly why he's in our squad. So pleased for him tonight that he walked in quite a big moment and pretty much kept the game alive for us and nearly got us over the line. So yeah, big positive for him.
What do you batters on? Your attack is quite pace heavy with just two frontline spinners, and obviously you can very well know that. How do you go about getting the balance right of your attack on a day? Do you think you have enough spin options, given what might come at the back end of the tournament when your pitchers are born?
Yeah, I think so, because you look, Kesh and George are completely different types of left arm spin, so there is variation in that. we'll get Deerwold and Stubber and myself bowling as well, and if conditions really allow for that, then we have a role to play. So I do feel like we have enough, but again, it's going to be conditions dependent, and if it allows for our quicks to run and we can let them loose, then bonus. But if not, I think we've still got both bases covered.
In the back, and then we'll look to start wrapping up.
Evening, Aiden. The batting lineup wasn't necessarily what you typically expect in terms of the guys coming in as 3, 4, and 5. Is that a matter of just getting the minutes on the pitch, or is this something we can expect to see in the World Cup in terms of maybe Proteas coming in a bit earlier, George Linder coming in a bit earlier as well, maybe Stubbs a bit lower? Is that a matter of game time, or you want us to see how guys might fare in those different roles?
Yeah, tonight was just left-right, to be honest. So for right-hander went out, Brev was going to walk in at 3, and if it was Quinny the lefty, then it would have been Rickleton. So we just try to keep or have access to that short side for as long as we could. They might have, or we might be in the same position in a World Cup game where we do the same if we feel the needs be, or if there's a serious left arm off spin threat or whatever the case might be. So batting in the middle order in T20 cricket, you have to be used to stuff like that. It does change quite a lot, and fortunately the boys are open to it.
Aiden, David's been passed for to travel to the World Cup. What kind of shape is he in? The importance, speak to us about the importance of the role he has to play, especially with his age, and where I think this could be his last T20 World Cup sojourn.
Yeah, he's a huge player for us. Brings experience, obviously match-winning ability as well, and a calm head in that middle order where we've got some maybe a little bit of inexperience, but also proper explosiveness, which is what we like. And then you add Dave to that 11, and he can sort of bring a nice balance to it. So great to have him fit and back. I believe he's doing really well, and he's chatted to him a bit this morning, and he's bloody excited to get to the boys tomorrow and get on the road. So yeah, he seems like he's in a good frame of mind, and look forward to the value that he always brings.
And one last one on that, right?
Good evening, Aiden. Aiden, on the back of how the previous World Cup finished for you guys, is that something that is a source of motivation, sort of chip on the shoulder that you're carrying going into this World Cup, or is it firmly in the rear view and it's a clean slate going into this World Cup?
Yeah, it feels more like a clean slate, to be honest. Each guy would have dealt with that differently and parked it or used it as motivation. I think it's pretty dependent on each individual how they want to fuel themselves up. If guys want to use it as motivation, that's awesome. If guys want to see it as a clean slate and take a new World Cup on from a fresh start, then I think there's value in that as well. So it is quite different for each person. For me particularly, it's a clean slate and a new opportunity to start from scratch and play good cricket initially in the comp to earn the right to hopefully go and chase a trophy.